Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Sequel to Airborne Condensation. I am Rawrquaza, and let's play as one of the classes. This is the video after the video, after number 7, where I was like, hey, tell me what class to play next. Because I recorded another video in between this. I forget what it was. It was probably, I want to say... I have no idea, actually. Off the top of my head, really, I don't. But what you said was the highest voted comment with 85 votes, so by far, was you got freaking wrecked as engineer, yet you claim it's one of the strongest characters. Bam. There we go. Let's do it. I'm ready. This is a great point. We are going to play on the hardest difficulty. We're going to play engineer, and we're going to do it right, hopefully. A lot of engineer is the benefit of your items. So I'm gonna start it off with, I'm gonna do my best here. You know, I'm gonna give what I can, but the game needs to hit me up with some of that hot synergy, because we do need items to survive in Risk of Rain. Now, that said, no item runs are certainly a thing that one could do. Am I going to do that? Probably not anytime soon, no. But for the purposes of, you know, items carrying me, they're going to... That's what you do. You get items to be more powerful. If people do no item runs, more power to them. I'm going to stop offering excuses and offer some gameplay instead. We need to get items in order to survive. So let us do so. What was happening a lot with the engineer runs was I was bad. So, if I just remove that from the equation, then all that's left is me being good. Gasoline is already actually a great item to see on the first stage. That is something that I like. Stun grenade is alright. I think I don't give stun grenade the time of day a lot of the time, because it does not... Okay, so someone was saying there's inactive things. What if I ping this enemy? Here you go. Ping, go attack the... Yeah, okay. As I thought, the ping system does not cause the inactive turrets to do anything different. The turrets just go inactive. That is a thing that NG does. I think it's a bug with their AI. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let's talk about... I have lots of things I want to talk about, and I'm excited. I'm having fun. I'm playing Risk of Rain 2. We're going to put down a turret to kill things behind me. That's kind of one of Engineer's benefits, is he can just do that. Okay, come on. One more. Yeah. Alright. Backup mag is not great. And I've spent far too much money. I'm trying to save my lunar coins. The idea with lunar coins, there's some really powerful things you can do with lunar coins. Those things I will reserve for future videos. I want to save as many as I can. Someday we're going to have alternate ways to get lunar coins. Right now, I use them at in a modest fashion. Am I going to hit the teleporter yet? I would like my cooldown. You know, we're going to keep exploring until both of my cooldowns are back up. So we have about, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. There's also a challenge of the mountain, so now we have a goal. I'm glad that I looked. Challenge of the mountain is great. It is going to give us additional spawn points for the developer. The Chungus. I didn't even say anything about this. This is one of the items that enables extreme victory for Engineer. I have so many threads that I'm working with. Challenge of the Mountain doubles our items, makes the boss more spawn points for the director, which causes us to spawn more bosses. Kajaro's band is damage. Lunar coins. One day we'll just have all this information, and you can just ask in the comments. And please do ask any questions in the comments, clarifying questions or whatever. It is my pleasure to answer things like that. or other people's pleasure to answer things like that. Lunar coins, the data mined info, datum is a singular data. Data is plural. Data mined information suggests that the amount of lunar coin drop rate is 0.5% per enemy killed by by only players. So if things that are not players get the kill, big examples being mines and actually I don't know about mines, but turrets on Engie do not count and will not drop lunar coins. So it has to be a player kill, which is interesting. But it's 0.5% per enemy killed, so you'll see more on higher difficulties, and you'll also see just because there's more spawns, not because the difficulty is harder and it has a boost. It's the same on every difficulty, but more enemies spawn on Monsoon than Drizzle. So we're gonna do one of these. Bustling fungi happen for these boys, so that means they're gonna stay alive a little bit easier. It also means that I need to not die. This is going to go down as soon as... Here's a tip. The shield goes down when the engineer's cooldown by default goes down to 10 seconds. There's 10 seconds of non-shield time. So once my cooldown goes down to... It'll go down in 2 seconds. Bam. Look at that. Once you master that trick, then you'll never die ever. Except you will. Ouch. One Bustling Chungus is not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best thing in the world. I need to throw some mine, please. That's a little late, but that's fine. We're healing up. We've done it. Easy. This is how you win. Predatory Instincts. They give us on crit a stack of attack speed that decays after a short amount of time. On critical hit. Did I say hit? We need crits. This works on the turrets. Our second stack here gives us 2 more stacks maximum. So we need, to take advantage of that, we need attack speed and we need some, obviously, critical strike chance. If we had a 100% crit chance, it would be very, very strong. We're going to play this shrine. And, that guy's playing Ring Around the Rosie. No problem. I'm the best Ring Around the Rosie player ever. You will... Oh, he lost. He lost Ring Around the Rosie. How do you even do that? Tougher Times is amazing. I would say up to your first, like, 5 are incredibly value. And then up to your first 20 are very value. And then after that, it's like... You start getting diminishing returns pretty strongly. So, there is a exclamation point tougher times. You can see that there's like a nice chart that exists on my Twitch stream, if you put that in chat. We're doing pretty well here. What do we need? We need more Chunguses. That's like the biggest indicator of success on Engineer, is how many Chungai you have. Because they work for the turrets, and they stack with each other, and it's great. Okay, this is a gas... Oh, that's another Chungus. Hell yeah, dude. Literally... Yes. I need more. Additional Chungus. $75. Dollar bills. I don't play a lot of... Well, that's not true. I think I have pretty even pick rate. So for some reason, Artificer, despite Artificer being not my least favorite class, but I would describe Commando as maybe the weakest class. I end up picking Commando a lot more than Artificer. Artificer's something like 8% in my pick rate statistics, which is interesting. I do enjoy playing with her. The problem, I guess, the main problem that I have with her, also, you have to reapply the turrets before they gain your items again. See, this one has it only one Chungus, this one has two. But that's fine. He's just bouncing. Don't mind him. I forgot what I was talking about. There are so many things to talk about. There was a new patch, and by patch I mean not a patch. It was not a patch. I lied. It was not a patch. Another Chungus. This is great. This is amazing. The more there can never be enough Chunguses. Like, for real. Actually can keep giving me Chungus all day, and I will never have a problem with it. What? There was a new developer update. They described some of the things that they were working on, and kind of what to expect. And some of those things are very exciting. But keep in mind that Risk of Rain 2 is a work in progress of a very small amount of devs, and they are, you know, just be open and patient. We are going to check up here really quick, because I think we're, with the amount of Chungus that we're getting, I actually believe, oh, mobility. I hadn't even mentioned mobility. Mobility is so huge with Engineer. It does not benefit your turrets, but it does benefit you living. It's important to know when your turret Chungus nexus is compromised and they're going to die, and when to just bail and restack Chungus later elsewhere. Sticky bombs are amazing. Sticky bombs are amazing. The more sticky bombs that you have, the more amazing they get. They have a very good time when they stacking. Okay, there's no mountain shrine. We're gonna go back. We're gonna hit the thing. All right. Check out this shop. There's a sticky bomb. I'm gonna take the sticky bomb. We need... Where was the teleporter? It was over here. We need a couple more dollars. How are we doing on radius? Oh, look at that radius. That's great. Look at that. They're healing each other for 36 times 2 every second. So we are very good at dealing with crowds right now, because I have 2 turrets that can auto-aim. We also have very good single target, lots of damage. Titanic Neural is excellent, that just gives us increased maximum health and health regen, which does apply to our turrets. They get your regen as well. Hello, please attack my turrets, that they may fire at you. What are we looking at for here? Let me describe to you what my optimal next item to pick up would be. There's only one answer. It's Tesla Coil, unstable Tesla Coil, which is the strongest item, one of the 2 strongest items in the game, at least. On Engineer, it's incredible. Have I gotten a run with Unstable Tesla Coil? I think I have. On YouTube. That's what I'm asking, because I've definitely got it before. But I have not gotten one with NG with Unstable Tesla Coil, I don't believe. Unstable Tesla Coils, every 10 seconds, it arcs lightning to every enemy in a very sizable radius through walls, and it's nuts. And it can proc items, it does a lot of damage. There's just a lot going on with it. With NG, each of the turrets independently procs its own items. So you're getting 3 times the value out of this one item. So that would be the ideal situation here. After that, we're looking at, like, just more of everything. More Chungus is huge. Nakuhana's Opinion, which is the Healing Skulls item, is very strong. Hold on, I'm going insane. Okay, so you may have noticed me doing some insanity movement. Insanity movement is because on stream today I found another cloaked chest. Someone saw it for me, and they led me to it. Cloaked chests exist, and they are very, very hard to see. Very hard. Nigh impossible. You know, Tinted Rocks and Isaac? They ain't got nothing on freaking cloaked chests. I'm glad I came over here. This made it worth it. Bandolier is alright. Bandolier does not stack very well. It stacks not in a linear fashion, but in a multiplicative fashion, so it just gets less useful each stack. It's just a chance to drop the cooldown item. One Bandolier is not bad on most classes. A couple Bandoliers is not bad on most classes. It's just the picking multiple up is not great. Much rather have most other things. Alright, let's get out of here. Keep it rolling. We're making pretty whatever time. I like our Chunguses. We need more. This isn't really critical mass on the Chungai. You know what? Is there a Newt altar over here? I'm gonna check. This is the easiest Newt altar location. One of 2. There's 2 easy Newt altar locations on this level, and then there's one really hard one. There's no Newt altar there. The other possibility is over on that side of the map, over there, and then there's another one that's like up. Go for it, boys. The other one is like literally on top of that ice up there, next to that shipping container. This is a personal shield generator, beacon, or 3D printer. Not something I'm interested in at the moment. Gonna get a better advantage. There's a thing over there that looks like a tougher times, which is a good idea. There's the teleporter over there. Give me some money. You know what? Use this. Try and get some early money. There's a thing over here. These crit glasses are tempting. Just make sure there's no tougher times in there. Tougher times is very much the best item to stack on engineer. It's such a big indicator of success on engineer runs. Some of my best runs have been mediocre until you just get a tougher times printer, and it goes crazy. You don't even need much damage. Like, the damage very much helps. Hey, the Rusted Lockbox free item. It's a Harvester Scythe. Harvester Scythe is alright. Especially with, well, I mean, I don't know. It's alright. I'll stop there. What do we got in here? No. Transcendence bricks your Chungus. I don't know why I bought that. That was impulse. Oh, we got the Newt altar. I already spent one on the thing, but whatever. I know I said I was trying to save. This is what happens. This is why I can't maintain coins, lunar coins, over once I've gotten... God, these are all whatever. Give me this, I guess. There's another freaking... Hellfire Tincture is really bad. I can't maintain coins over like 20. Because I have no self-control. Hopefully we'll get some way to... Hopefully... I don't know, it'd be cool to be like... Hey, here's some negative, purely negative modifiers to your run that cause lunar coins to drop X percent more frequently. Like Spite. I would play with Spite on all the time, because that's the standard way to play. This, I don't know if this is true, but what I've been told is if there's a fan here, that means that there's likely to be items up here. If there's no fan there, then it is unlikely for there to be items there. What people have said is that if there's a fan there, then that means there are 100% of the time, and if there is not a fan, then there are not 100% of the time. But I have not tested this. This counts as items because it is something that spawns, but it's not what I wanted. What do we got? Just quickly poking my head around. I need to not die to like something random. A bison from behind would kill me right now. Okay. Magma worm. Not the worst thing to see. Maybe the worst thing to see. But not terrible because we are not on a class that is terrible at magma worms. Magma worm does go directly for your turrets, and that does usually kill them. Unless it directly goes for you, and then you die as a result. But we are tricky, and we have our special juke ways that will allow us to juke forever. Our turrets are also doing an amazing job of tanking, and this is just with 3 Chungai. I do need to stay alive. We're fine, actually. Drop my mines in here. Get that worm damage. The turrets are doing a great job, actually, of melting things for us. Alright. I go back and forth. Engineer feels like such a kind of a power trip class, because I'm always... It feels bad. Did I not get an item here? Did I pick up an item? Maybe I picked up a... Did I pick up a Berserker Pauldron? Let me look in the chat. I did pick up a Berserker Pauldron, okay. Blue portal, don't forget to go in that. You know what? I'm done with this. Okay, you guys kill that. I'm gonna go loot. How do I feel about the backup as a use item? I mean, it's alright. It doesn't inherit your items, which is the real problem, but it does take aggro of enemies, so it is a more useful item than others for that reason. It's like a somewhat... This was what I was looking for, literally right here. So you see, the only real way to detect these is by walking right up to them. The other way is if you can look through your character. You see how, like, the edges of the character are fuzzy? That means that there's a cloaked chest right there. The cloak chests are free. They give you a free item. They're very hard to detect without a radar scanner. When you get really close to them, they light up a little bit. But yeah. It's a whole new world of missing boxes everywhere, forever. So I'm pretty sure they can just show up whenever they want to. Hello, please kill... It's really not advisable to do this just by yourself with one Chungus. Like, you really want to save your turrets so that they can also put down their Chunguses and heal you up. But, I mean, it doesn't matter that much since we are at the end of the stage. I don't remember if there were things anywhere. Not super... The item economy in single player is a lot different than multiplayer. I have a sneaking suspicion that multiplayer is significantly easier than single player. Like, very significantly easier. Because there are so many more item spawns, so you end up, A, having more chances at good loot, and B, kind of funneling the good resources to the characters that can most benefit from them. So, for example, Engineer gets all the Chungus. No one else really has use for Chungus, so we might as well pick up the Chungus because it's so freaking valuable on him. And so you get a lot more Chungus in general, and then, you know, other characters, you know, oh, I'm stacking gasoline this run, give me all your gasolines. This guy wants attack speed because he's mercenary or whatever. Nukahana's opinion. I have to. 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 I can't risk Infusion taking my Chungus. But this is huge. I'm considering Gesture of the Drowned, and I'm taking it, in fact. So Gesture of the Drowned will automatically activate our backup, but that's okay. Nukahana's opinion, however you pronounce it, so it's a little complicated how it actually works, but in practice, how it works is when you are healed for enough, you shoot out a homing missile that it's sort of short range, but it is very strong with the turrets because they're going to heal each other. We're going to place these right here. They're going to start healing each other, and when things get within a radius of us, we will start firing these homing skulls that will murder. I need to not die, though, is the thing. I need to not die, though. Oh, please. My turrets are dead. More Chungus would benefit us a great deal. I don't... Where's the worm? Oh, there's freaking... So what do we need? We need more mobility. I don't have my... That's the problem. There's so many tier 2 chests. Or tier 3. Put this down. Gonna put this down. Go get them, boys. They keep getting... Don't get puked on. They are healing it out healing it. We really need Chungus for this. We're at a crucial juncture where we desperately need additional Chungus to really proliferate our, you know, prolong our lifespan. Proliferate, not the best word, I guess. Dude, do you remember Magic the Gathering? Hey, that old game that no one played? Indie gem? Magic the Gathering. I was thinking, for some reason, of proliferation. Me just saying that made me think of... stop me if you've heard this one. Saprolings. And Thalids. That was my favorite deck way back when. I have not played Magic the Gathering in a long time. We are going to purchase every item on this freaking stage. It's just gonna happen. This is my strategy, and it's worked so far. I need Chungai, like, pretty desperately. We scale directly with the power of many Chungus. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty good. Sacrificial dagger. It's very strong. I think until we resummon our turrets, they will not have sacrificial dagger. So, God tier would be we open one of the tier 3 chests, and it just contains a Tesla coil. Unstable Tesla coil. We are really looking for mobility again, because we dropped our mobility for Nukuhana's opinion. We are also really looking for large amounts of heals and or mobility. Or look, we want everything, but the most of all, we want Chungus, right? If every item that spawned from now on was a Chungus, I would not be... That would be me, a very happy person. I really want to kill this worm. The flaming skulls, or the, like, Healy skulls that pop out, are very strong. They are so much better when we have bigger healing AoEs. But look at this. They're just shooting them out everywhere. We're starting to pop off. We just need to keep on top of it in terms of scaling. The biggest deal would be a Chungus printer, which I don't think we have on the stage. We've already pretty much covered that. I'm gonna grab this because max health is just as important to engineer as it is to anyone else. The turrets gain their own max HP through their kills, and that, you know, the turrets individually have to kill things, and Engie has to kill things in order to get benefit from it, but that doesn't make it bad. Old War Stealth Kit is also very good on the turrets. It turns them invisible, which is strong, because then enemies de-aggro on them a little bit. Bustling frickin' Chungus, man. Bustling Chungus. Feels great. We're gonna put our turrets inside of the War Banner, where they will thrive and shoot many skulls at our enemies. The lore behind Nukuhana's opinion is great. Start with the log in the item book for the sacrificial dagger, and then finish with the lore in the item book, or in the like stage lore for the swamp stage, and then the Nukuhana's opinion lore, or like, you know, descriptive text. It's pretty good. There's some deep lore. I dig it. Popo's doing great. By the way, T-Pain has played this game. Did you know that? It's a cool fact. He did a Twitch stream with Professor Broman, who is another notable streamer. That's nuts. T-Pain likes this game. He was paid money, I believe. It was a sponsored stream, but I would like this game too if I was getting paid to play it. Oh wait, occasionally being paid money to play a video game. Also literally something that I do. You too can pay me money if you want, and it's within your budget. Twitch Prime. Bam. I love the missiles. They are so cool. So if I put down... Oh, wait. Where are these mortars coming in from? Mortars are pretty silly. Hermit crabs are pretty silly. Fairly annoying. If it's a burning elite hermit crab, that's a bad time. Don't kill me. You know what? Have some of these. have some freaking homing heal missiles. It's so good. We're not past the point of this being a one run yet. I can still die fairly easily. The big thing is that we don't have mobility. If we get like a Hopo Feather and or some move speed, I would start feeling a lot better about things. I think this one turret can defeat the hordes of the Underdark. I think it can. I can't even get over here to where a potential Newt altar could be. Oh, we can open this chest. Hey boys, go kill all of these men. While I do important business. So what are we looking for? Tesla coil. What are we gonna get? Wake of Vultures. You know, Brilliant Behemoth is great. It's a, I believe, 60% damage increase, maybe 40%. The first one is, at least. So that's great. And then it also causes an AoE. And the AoE increases with stacks, I believe. So it's very good. We have one more tier 3 chest. I'm gonna put down this. And then I'm gonna go on a journey. No, I'm not gonna go on a journey. Screw it. We need to kill more boys. Get their money. And if I'm also dropping my turret, we drop triple the missiles and triple the healing. Triple the healing, which turns into triple the missiles. So that's good. The other thing is the healing happens independently of whether or not the turrets are aggroed, which is very cool. Get murdered by healing homing missiles. 4,400. Guys. I'm not sold on Nukuhana's opinion if you're not engineer. Oh my god, 57 leaf clover. So 57 leaf clover is a item that increases the rate of procs. So if you have a 10% chance, if you only had one pair of crit glasses as your only item, you would have a 10% chance to crit. If you had one pair of crit glasses and a 57 leaf clover, you would have two 10% chances to crit on every attack. It doubles it gives you an extra chance per clover to successfully proc any individual proc item. We have a stone titan. Just stay in the circles, dude. Watch this. So all of our proc items, oh my god. First of all, don't kill me. The fall nearly killed me there. He knocked me up real hard. They're all dead, by the way, in case that was unclear. Fuel cell is great because it reduces our cooldown of the backup. Kill these guys. So we get additional crit chance out of this. What else? Sticky bombs have a higher chance to proc. Tri-tip dagger has a higher chance to proc, or a doubled chance to proc. Tougher times is specifically not affected. This run is pretty good. We just need mobility. We're still in the, like, pretty whatever mobility camp. I always definitely 100% need more Chungus. There will never be a point where we have enough Chungus, and right now I feel like we have a pretty subpar amount of Chungus. I would like to have many more Chungus by this point. Oh, there's a lunar coin. Excellent. Starting to make back the extreme deficit that this run has brought us. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Get more Chungus on the next stage. And we're doing well. We're doing pretty well. We appear to have very much damage. Many damage sources as well as 57 leaf clover means that we do a lot of things. We have kind of a defensive matrix of bots every so often. There's about a 16-second downtime between waves of bots. If we could get additional fuel cells or gestures of the drowned in order to make that a shorter duration, that would be cool. We could also get a different use item, but I kind of like it as a defensive measure. Another item that I would consider would be Gnarled Wood Sprite, because it gives healing over time, and we have Nuka-Hana's Opinion, which would cause us to fire additional missiles just from ourselves. I can't tell you if I would take that or not. That would have to be to take that on a case-by-case basis. If one popped up right now, would I take it? I don't know. I think it would have, the situation would have to be before me before I could make that decision. Stun grenades, another item that is affected by 57 leaf clover. We also are looking for on-proc items. Anything that is a chance on hit is now incredibly valuable for us because we get 2 chances to proc it. Things like Ukulele would be very solid because Ukulele has a fixed chance to proc. And has a very strong effect. We're stacking Berserker's Pauldron, which does affect the turrets. This is a chance on or not a chance. It's when you have 3 kills in rapid succession, you gain increased, very, very massively increased movement and attack speed. The additional Predatory Instincts also is very good. Especially now that we have 57 leaf clover. We are critting much more often, even with just 1 pair of crit glasses. Alright, look. Yes, Gesture of the Drowned I will take. This is going to make our lives much easier. I will not take Glowing Meteorite. This is not that kind of run. NG doesn't like Glowing Meteorite because it does target the turrets. In general, at least. He doesn't like it. Where is the teleporter? I must have completely missed it. Is that a Newt altar? You know what? I've gone in this deep. Might as well blow the rest of my freaking currency. This is a good run. And I think that we've fulfilled, at least partially, another Chungus. Some of the example of why NG is so strong. We are starting to get nuts. And you can imagine if we were to get just 1 Bustling Fungus Printer, or perhaps a Unstable Tesla Coil, this run would really, really, really pop off. Like, really, very pop off. What's our cooldown on our use item now? Are we down to under 20 seconds? Do we have 100% uptime on strike drones? 0. Oh, it's 22 seconds. I think we definitely do have 100% uptime. That's pretty cool. We're gonna try and live. Try not to get lasered, ideally. Everything's dead. We got a Colossal Knurl. I'm into it. It's pretty good. Incidentally, regen does not give you skulls with Nukuhana's opinion. Also, the pronunciation of Nukuhana's opinion is... I feel like I'm doing it wrong. It could be Nukuhana's opinion or something. I'm pronouncing it in a very, I feel like, Americanized way. I doubt... I mean, you could probably link me a YouTube video. I doubt you're gonna do it just by the comments. You know, if you try to help me pronounce it through the comments, that's not gonna help. But it's also maybe a fictional word, so maybe it doesn't matter. But I don't know. It's a multifaceted issue. Nukuhana's opinion is good because it's like it's a nuke, because you're nuking. And it's like, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. And that's how I have chosen to work with it, being a white male that does not know anything. If, I don't know, whatever, basically. We're going through the blue portal. I don't know what I would buy here. Entice me. Please don't attack my friend. Gesture of the Drowned? Possibly. Happiest Mask? No. This is gonna eat our Chungus, so we can't do that. We're gonna take Gesture of the Drowned. And, be on our way. What's our cooldown now? 11 seconds. That's actually nuts. We've cut our cooldown in half. Every 11 seconds we get strike drones. This is getting incredibly strike droney. What is another item that we could replace strike drones with in order to be successful here? There are other options that would cause us to not lag the game eventually as we summon infinity strike drones. Missile launcher would probably be my first choice. Another option would be Royal Capacitor, which stacks very well with Gesture of the Drowned in that it does not actually expend charges until you're looking at an enemy. You have to have a valid target. But so far, I don't know if it's an issue. If I see the opportunity for missiles, I may consider... Ooh. I may consider taking that. Move speed, finally. Starting to get worried that we were never going to get move speed. Stone Titans. As long as they aren't burning. There you go, buddy. Thanks for the money. I need to... Oh, there's another Stone Titan. That's fine, he's got it. Maybe. Ooh, maybe not. That Chungus printer would be so good. Oh, there's also a Burning Man. That's terrifying. Alright. Well. Give me Chungus or give me death. There's a Chungus. Thank you. 6 Chungus is starting to become a decent amount of Chungus. Let's do this. Let's do this. Have some missiles. My turrets are very strong, just by themselves. They do a lot of work. these Shrines of Combat can be very dangerous. You know? Play Dune Striders. Alright. Okay, so here's the dangerous other part of NG. The giant clay balls that they stack, and, or did that kill my turret? Killed my strike turret. The balls, not these ones, but this one that he's shooting right now. These will stack up on the outside and roll around the sides, and they can, if they get into a bad position, they will stack and kill you. Alright, we're safe in here, but... That's almost a bustling fungus printer. Almost. Ah, he's used the attack where he immobilizes himself and uses no attacks. For like 10 seconds. Get him, boys. Is that another crit glasses? With a Chungus on the back? A Chungus on... No, no Chungus on the back. But these glasses are a huge boost to our damage just because we have 57 Leaf Clover. Very strong. That's spooky. Oh no, am I dead? Is this death? Thank you, Squeakies. Heal. That's enough healing for me to move. There's the teleporter. We're gonna open these chests. Burning elites are now a very, very real and credible threat that I need to treat with utmost respect because they will kill me. Burning elites are how runs die. Wow, 2 attack speed increases. That's pretty solid. Those do affect my turrets, so we're gonna hit the teleporter. Now we just need cautious play. I have a lot of money too. We could play this. Space out your turrets a little bit as your Chungus gets bigger, so that they don't all get one shot by one, you know, big fire elite party. Ow. The other thing is remembering that while your turrets have their things up, staying inside them is oftentimes the best place to be, but it isn't always, and that if you're outside of those, then you need to be very careful because you don't have the benefit of the healing that they provide. So in this situation, don't get hit. And turrets will figure out the rest. Rose Buckler is nice. It's 25 armor, which factors into damage reduction somehow when you're sprinting. I think stacking Rose Buckler is very strong. It does provide you with a lot of defensive capability. Because if you're running away, you're usually taking damage from something, or something's trying to give you damage. Okay, so now comes the question of, hey, we're doing so good. If we survive all of the random one-shots that happen from Burning Elites, which is being looked into and will be fixed. Don't worry, they've mentioned working on that. Also, Unsung Hero, I think Ceremonial Dagger's doing an incredible amount of work, but... if we survive all the one-shots, what happens next for our run? Well, we become extremely damagey for the answer to that question, and then eventually enemies will stop spawning around 200 minutes, 2 hours or so. More, that's like 120 minutes, but closer to somewhere around 2 hours, a little bit after 2 hours, like 140, 160 minutes. Enemies stop spawning because the director wants to give you a challenge, and he gets so many points to spawn enemies that he's like, oh, I should save up for something more dangerous than an overloading magma worm. We're no longer, we're not there yet. We are not at the overloading magma worm section, but eventually we will be. Can we fight an overloading magma worm with this build? Yes. I think that this build would do pretty well at fighting an overloading magma worm, because currently their AI sucks. Hopefully that is also something that is being worked on. Worm AI is a little silly. Hey, that's an item. Another fuel cell. Oh, good. Even faster cooldown. We were at 11 seconds before. How is it now? 9 seconds. Wow. Strike drones, anyone? Foreign fruit is not as good as strike drones. If this is missiles, I'll take it. Gnarled wood sprite I will not take now. We gotta embrace the strike drone meta. Look at these strike drones. They're such good boys. They're gonna protect us from so many attacks. They're gonna take all the aggro. It's gonna be great. They're gonna also slow the game down here in a bit. If I get too many more fuel cells. But it's worth it. And that worm is dead. Thank you for the money. Appreciate your patronage. We just have a point defense system. A celestial orb appears. Ooh. We could go end our run. That's basically victory. If you get to the stage 2 loop right now, I think you pretty much made it. Any further and we'll start running into spooky, scary one-shots from fire elites. So I think we've reached a point where we can call this run an absolute success. Well, we can if we survive this stage. It is always possible that we don't survive this stage. Another Chungus! Although it is looking more and more unlikely that we fail. I must not let hubris be my fall. We must stay vigilant in the face of extreme wealth. Count our blessings now that I may not regret my lack of discretion when I am poor later. That is a... What is that? That's a backup mag printer. Backup mag isn't great. Gives you more mines, and you can only have 10 mines out at once. Is that a Chungus? Is that a Chungus in that shop? You a Chungus? Oh. Oh yeah. Only 8 Chungus is pretty low. Like, in multiplayer, you can get a lot more Chungus, I think, just because there's more chests for each player. And once again, it's like, I feel like multiplayer is generally easier because you cycle through more items. So, please come up here, and you know what? Let's do this. Have some homing skulls of death. Thank you for the money. Ooh, crit glasses. We're starting to get into always crit territory, or at least very high likelihood of crit territory. Because of the clover. Get boss damage in this shop. I guess I'll take it. I'm not super sold on armor-piercing rounds. One armor-piercing rounds is good, because the first one is 20% boss damage, which is great. After that, it's 10%, and I'm not sure how the math checks out. Oh my god. Hello, Mr. One-Shot. Man that will kill me. Alright. Spooky. We're not at the fun part of Engineer when you can just hold down the mouse button because you have so much attack speed. That is a thing. You do eventually get to enough attack speed that you can just hold down the button as Engineer, and it's great. What do we got down here? That looks like sticky bombs. No, that is a personal shield generator. I don't know. Are we going to the Newt altar? Of course we are. I started out this run with like almost 20 coins, and they're all gone. This is not an incredibly optimal situation. Give me the sticky bombs. Sure, let's see how this works just really quick. What's our cooldown on Primordial Cube? 6 seconds. That's not bad. Is this what we want? You within your circles? Yeah, dude. You know, I think it's absurd enough that I'm doing it. Also, everything's dying anyway, so. Oh my god, it took the barrels. Wow, we actually killed that guy with a... We sucked that Dune Strider into a barrel. That's pretty crazy. Look at this cube. It's open when it fires the black holes. That's pretty cool. What do we pick up? Predatory Instincts. More attack speed for our turrets. All taken. Oh, that's... God. Careful with these freaking... black holes. It's kind of like really good CC. Very good CC, as long as I don't put it directly at my feet. Ouch. Do not get hit by that kind of thing. Ouch. Do I only have one turret? I do. Something happened to the other one. Maybe it died to the, maybe it died to the barrel. I wouldn't be surprised. The barrels do so much damage. It's crazy. I do like Primordial Cube. It's pretty good. Doesn't directly impact our damage. And it doesn't take aggro, but it is sort of still CC, which is pretty good. The question is, like, for the purposes of YouTube, do I end episodes at 60 minutes regardless? Like, do I actively try to kill myself? Rawrquaza's giving me knowing looks. Maybe I should. Because this run is basically done. If you want to see longer form content, like, what I do is I stream on Twitch. What is happening to that worm? Did you see that? I do stream on Twitch, and there I play out the runs. So, that might be a draw to get my intrepid, you know, YouTube viewers to come watch me on Twitch. But we will do at least one more level, because I already hit the button. So, a little late for that one. There is an overloading magma worm over there. I recently got my overloading magma worm log. I might die to the overloading magma worm. We can fight the overloading magma worm, and then if I win, against the worm, that's a victory. If I lose against the worm, that's also victory, but I lost. So it's a win-win. Look at that glorious boy. Oh no, I'm dead. Alright, well, that's a great time to end it. Man, he sniped me with like 3 of those shock orbs. GG, that is not how you fight an overloading magma worm. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. I hope this fulfills the how do you do a good run as engineer. The answer is stack Chungus. Even more Chungus than we had, and you will succeed. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Twitch.tv/Rawrquaza. Be sure to subscribe and do all that jazz. Patreon, if you want. Twitch Prime, if you have Twitch Prime, go sub to me on Twitch. It helps me out a great deal. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I'm gonna quit pimping everything, because holy crap. Dude, just calm down. We get it, you know? We've been here before. Watch without ad block, that's another one. That's good. I don't have any more. That's about it. You could, you know, follow me on Twitter, I guess. I tweet about things occasionally. Maybe. I have a Discord. Join my Discord. That's also in there. Very big community. We enjoy having new people. Make sure you say something in one of the Discord chats so that you get rolls. To prove you're not a bot. What are you doing still here? What, is the video not over yet? I need to go. Bye.